My name is Judy Joba, and I live in Piedmont, South Dakota.
Have you always been a horse person?
Yes. And when I was 11 years old, my grandparents bought my great-grandparents' farm, and that's when I had the opportunity to have my first horse. This is Banjo, and she's 15 this year. I run a boarding, training, lesson facility since 2004. Jumping and dressage have been my main interests.
Okay.
This is a Bemer Horse blanket, and it's a product that I've had for close to a year now. And I had originally purchased the Bemer for the human, and have used that for about 2 or 3 months before I got this for the horse, because I wanted to see results before I bought the one for the horse. I was in a nearly fatal car accident in 2016 and had not been sleeping well ever since that time, and have had some other issues. And when I heard Jamie Lee's story, I thought I really needed to give this a try. And I found that I'm sleeping better at night and I have fewer aches and pains. I just feel better. I actually bought this blanket with this particular horse in mind. We had a very serious blizzard about 4.5 years ago that killed a lot of livestock, and this horse was never right since that blizzard. She was stiff, sore. I had a lot of body work done on her, chiropractic, osteopathic work, massage work, and she just never really was quite right. So I thought, if anything, the Bemer could possibly help her feel better. So I bought this. So I'm going to demonstrate putting it on. It's really pretty simple. Basically put this on like I would a normal horse blanket. And she's used to this, so it's not a real issue. If a horse had never used a blanket before, I'd be a little bit more careful about putting it on. And you want to get lying flat and fairly even on the horse. It does have a center line in this white in the back. It is adjustable to different horses. And so what I do is I just hook this up in front, like this. And then there's one that goes around their tummy to keep it in place. And then there's also 2 others, but I generally just use the one to put around their hindquarters. And it just kind of helps keep it centered on the horse. It really is very easy to put on. There's a lot of adjustments on it, so it makes it very easy to adjust to the different horses. Here's the processor, and it has 3 different settings on it. The first setting is right here. It lasts for 5 minutes. And then the second setting is right here. It lasts for 10 minutes. And then the third setting here is for 15 minutes. Mm-hmm. When I first started with her, I just used it for 5 minutes for a few days, and then went to the 10 minutes, and now all my horses get the full 15-minute session. So, and all you have to do is just gently press. The light comes on, and then you press again, and it will start to flash, and then you know that the processor is working. So what this unit does is it helps to increase the circulation in the capillaries, the venules, and arterioles of the horse's body. And because of that, what it does is it helps to kick in the parasympathetic nervous system, which creates relaxation. And oftentimes with these horses, you'll see them yawn, you'll see them take a big deep breath, you might see them relax a hind leg, or even sigh. And so I use it always prior to the time I ride, and I generally always get a much more relaxed ride on the horse. They're just happier. And with this horse, I used this maybe 6 times, and then I rode her, and I could not believe the difference in how she felt. She felt like she was back to her old self. She was more relaxed. She felt even on both sides as far as being able to stretch and bend her. And just a much happier horse overall. Because prior to that time, she would, she'd get grumpy and lay back her ears and those kinds of things, and I just don't see that much with her at all anymore. I would absolutely recommend it, or find somebody who has a Bemer that would let you use it, or bring it out and have sessions on the horse with it. People who compete, especially, if you have a number of horses that you're competing with, and I would definitely recommend it, just to help loosen them up and just to help them feel better. A casual horse owner or somebody who trail rides or just has your horses around and that type of thing, definitely I would recommend it, at least knowing somebody that you could borrow it from or purchasing one. Yeah, I really I use this on my horses before I ride, every time.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
That's really good.
And I'm consistently having better rides with them now, and have a different relationship with them now.
The Bemer Horse blanket promotes recovery and regeneration, reduces muscular damage, reduces stress during transportation and competitions, improves water storage in tissues, and supports recovery after injury.